past. Whoops. Hey, Twilight. Hey. What's up? Oh, it's nothing. Just regaining some stuff that I had to fear long ago that has happened in my past. Just a moment, girls. Do what? Because you see, whoops, sorry. I had to face stuff that happened in my past, too.
What?
Well, it just takes a little while to explain. Eventually. But it's just, well, it happened a long time ago, back when I was in my young days. Anything before you moved to Ponyville, made friends with the main six, and became the Princess of Friendship. Well, that was just the start of my past. In all of those things.
What?
Here, let me tell you a story. In 1915, I used to work on my old railway. It was called Brighton. And one of my brothers that was with me was quite friendly. His name was Timothy. Timothy was a different design of a tank engine, except without the extended side tanks. But he'd stand up to anything that might have upset me. That's what happens at that. One day, one of the bigger engines was making fun of me after I foolishly derailed a truck without waiting for the points to be changed. Timothy was furious and went over to buffet the bigger engine, telling him what an awful engine he was to be making fun of the smaller engines. Without engines like Thomas, you might not ever have coal for your tender and water for your tanks, he said. The big engine got the message and left me alone after that. Timothy was very persuasive. I was sometimes passing by whenever me and my other siblings were working at railway stations. Anything like that just normally happens in all of those near pasts. Timothy, he would always take time to talk to me. No question was ever too stupid, and he'd always have a word of advice for me. You remind me a lot of myself when I was your age, but never to be afraid to be yourself, Thomas, and always take opportunities when they're presented to you. One day, my crew and I were informed that I had been bought by a faraway railway. It turned out later that this had been from Sir Topham Hatt. I didn't want to leave England, but Timothy reassured me and said, "You're growing up to be a fine tank engine. It's time for you to go off on your own and show what us eaters can do."
Really? That's what happened?
Oh, now you're talking. Well, yes, that's all what had happened in my right of way. Just carrying my strength to continue again. I arrived to the island of Sodor, and my driver and fireman found that they really liked the people here, and both were soon married. I began to enjoy my new home too. But sometimes, whenever the other engines are working, I always felt guilty for leaving Timothy, even though I knew it was for the best. But I never heard from Timothy again, and no matter how many letters my driver and fireman sent, he never got a reply.
Maybe he was too busy?
I wish that were true. One day we did get a letter, but it wasn't from Timothy. It was from one of my other brothers.
What did it say?
That's because... Oh no! Stop me, please! It said that Timothy had plunged off a new viaduct they were constructing near the harbour. His brakes had failed and he couldn't stop at the station. Thankfully, there hadn't been any passengers on his train, and his driver and fireman had jumped clear, but Timothy didn't make it. And I miss him more every day. I was sad to find Timothy was gone forever. But I was happy for what he did to me over the years.
Well, now you're pulling me off.
Huh?
I'm only just kidding.
Okay, that's good. Even though I would love to see Timothy again, I always know deep down in my heart that he'll always be there for me no matter what.